Welcome guys, welcome back. So now let's understand a bone marrow's cross section. And you know what? It's a spongy bone which contains a red bone marrow. Inside the bone, I told you it's the nucleus of the part. There is something called yellow marrow, which is even in the center. And there are many blood vessels passing through the bone, guys. The blood vessels in the bone marrow. See, bone marrow is something very important to give strength, guys. Even if you are aging, your bone marrow will be there, but it will be very less. You need to have a good food intake, you need to have a good exercise oriented lifestyle so that your bone marrow is really strong for even if you become old age. So there are a lot of red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets available inside the bone so that the bone marrow is supported very largely with that. See, in the top you will have a red marrow, in the middle you will have yellow marrow. It is actually a conversion begins at the center which extends axially and peripherally. So along the bone it extends and then it becomes red in color. See, and in the bottom you have cartilage. Cartilage tissue is the one which is like a mucus structure which facilitates the lubrication of between the joints. If the cartilage is gone, then you will have a lot of problems in bone movement. You will have arthritis, you will have rheumatoid arthritis, you will have bone joints pain, you will have huge pain when you move your arms and feet, guys. See, in infant it's nothing. In child it's a little bit, but in adolescent and adult you can see full bone marrow growth. Wonderful, right? That is how it grows. So there are good amount of foods we can improve the bone marrow, guys. First of all, we can take beef, the spleen of beef, the pork liver, the clams, potato, spinach, cereals, beans and lentils. So all these things are very good for bone marrow, because people don't take care of their health sufficiently. They don't even take protein and calcium on a regular basis. You go and ask anybody, are they really aware? They are in the very busy world, earning money, earning profession, earning fame, but nobody really takes care of health. People who know about health, they are not properly educated. That's the second problem. You need to have proper education, guys. Only then we can follow a good food habit. Even they're not even knowing about protein and calcium importance. How will they know about bone marrow? Because bone marrow is one of the very important thing which gives the basic thing for bone. If the bone marrow is really strengthened, you will have a very healthy bones, guys. For improving bone marrow, we need to be very conscious to eat some non-veg foods, veg foods like spinach, cereals, beans, lentils. Automatically your bone marrow will be segregated. Additionally, you need to take some iron-rich foods, which is like green peas, Brussels sprouts, rice and soybeans. So all these things are vegetarian based, but you can still take it. If some of the people who are not able to take non-veg, they can simply take this, guys. See, you can take black-eyed peas. You can take arugula, pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds is a very good iron source. It's largely available near our houses and supermarkets and stores. Broccoli, all these things are very good, guys. You can take mutton. You can take mutton bone marrow. You can take chicken bone marrow. You can take beef bone marrow. So people who are non-vegetarian preferences, they can able to take this, guys. This is all very naturally available. You can add a little spice to eat it comfortably. You know what? If you eat this kind of a bone marrow from an animal, directly there is a high chance that your bone marrow will be strengthened. Because that protein will you will be getting, guys. Simple. My father also says, eat bone marrow a lot because your bone needs strengthened. In this current lifestyle, we are all going into sedentary lifestyle and losing all our strength and stamina and energy from the body, and calcium is very low, guys. Why don't we really eat this kind of things to become so healthy? See, mutton bone marrow and chicken bone marrow and beef bone marrow. There are a lot of benefits of marrow, guys, bone marrow. You know what? It helps in digestion. It helps heart health. It is very good for bone and muscular system, and takes care of the kidney, and it helps prevent diabetics and cancer. It largely helps to reduce weight, guys, because it is more in protein and less in fat. It prevents anemic. It improves the white blood cells and red blood cells so that the platelet counts really goes up, so you won't have anemic problem. It prevents inflammation. See, there are a lot many important, particularly in bone marrow, guys. Leave calcium, leave bone. Bone marrow is very important. Okay, so now let us understand what are the deficiencies we have in bone. Okay, so this is very important, guys. We will see in the coming video.